It's late where I am. I fly out for Washington tomorrow, so this is my last night in Texas. So I am packing, getting ready to go now so that I'm ready tomorrow. My flight is a little bit later, but I'm also a few hours away from the airport, so I want to get a head start on it. I'm actually only bringing one backpack with me. I didn't bring much down, so that's all that I need, and that's what I'm doing now. I always like to have a little bit of food with me. You never know. So these are actually pretty handy. They're like food pouches. This one is premium white chicken, but they're lightweight. They've got a good source of protein, and so I try to carry a few of those different flavors around with me. So I actually barely have anything with me. My bag is pretty empty. I've just got some some lighters. Actually, I try to always have fire with me, so I have a couple lighters, and I actually have one lighter here that BAM gave me, and it is a Zippo. I don't have any Zippo fuel for it, but I like to bring it, and the fuel even evaporates out of them. But this one that BAM gave me, he originally just loaned it to me. Where saying that I didn't have a lighter, I think it was like pouring down rain. It was a while ago. I mentioned I was headed to start a fire, and I didn't have a lighter or matches or anything. I asked him if he had a lighter or matches, and he pulled this thing out and he tossed it through the air, and I caught it. And when I went to give it back to him, he was like, just keep it. So I've actually carried it with me ever since, and it has an engraving in it, actually. It says, "Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men." And I also always carry this with me. So this is actually Dad's, some of Dad's ashes. It's kept in here. It wasn't an hourglass, but it actually sprung a little bit of a leak, so I bagged it up in a few of these. When I get back to Washington, I'm gonna get it put into another container. I was actually gonna order. I've seen there are crosses online, and you can fill them up with the ashes. So I was actually going to do something like that with it, but I have it here on the side of my backpack. Well, I didn't bring much, and I'm actually not taking much, so I'm pretty much packed. I will be leaving tomorrow at 2 p.m. I'm going to be taking a cab to the DFW airport. It's about a 2-hour drive, and from there I'm going to be flying to Spokane, but I do have a stop in Denver first, a little bit of a layover, and I should be arriving in Spokane actually around 11 p.m. So it's going to be a pretty long day, and I will be back in Washington. So I just made it to my gate. Pretty hectic getting here. Dallas was covered in road traffic, so I only have about 10 minutes or so until they're supposed to board. I went ahead and jogged a little ways here just to save myself a little bit of time, but I'm about to get on my first flight now.
To get you as quickly as possible, and flight.
I just made it off the first flight, headed to the second one now. Alright, my flight was a little bit late. I only have about 5 minutes to make it to my gate. So I think I'm gonna actually have to run. I'm on D's, and I need to be on C-15. Made it to my gate. I am waiting for them to start boarding. Looks like they might have been a little bit behind too, so I'm not gonna miss it. I'm here. I made it. So my flight is delayed a little bit, and I switched gates, but I am now at the correct gate, and I'm waiting here for them to start boarding. Unfortunately, they don't have any Dr. Pepper, so I went with Coca-Cola. I got myself some kind of sandwich here. Thoughtful turkey. Sounds thoughtful. Alright, boarding plane 2 now. After all that running, I ended up having to wait almost an hour.
This is no longer necessary. prepare for takeoff and making sure your seatbelt's on near the forward galley. If you need to use the fourth lavatory during...
All right, just landed in Spokane. It's not as crowded here. It's about 12:40 Washington time, and I am going to find an exit and then make my way to my hotel on foot. Long day. So both my flights ended up being delayed. There was traffic on the way to Dallas, but I finally made it. I'm here in Spokane. Gabe is supposed to be here tomorrow before checkout to pick me up, and he's gonna take me back to his place, and that's where I'm going to be basing out of for a little bit while I gear up. What a day. I slept like a rock last night, and I woke up with a rolling headache. Oh, I had a feeling that I would have a bit of a headache today. Sitting in those airplane seats for so long almost always gives me a headache. I got a bit of a bad neck. Gabe is supposed to be here in about an hour to pick me up, and checkout is about in an hour. I'm gonna jump in the shower. All right, I'm totally ready. Checkout is in about 10 minutes, and I'm hoping Gabe's gonna arrive soon. I'm just waiting for him, and I'll be getting a ride back to the area that everybody else is in. It's a few hour drive still, so got about I think a 3-hour drive in front of us, but it'll be good to see Gabe. It's been a little while, and just hoping that he shows up on time so I'm not just standing out there waiting. But either way, it's good of him to come to pick me up.
Hey, bro.
Hey, man. Thanks for picking me up, bro.
No worries. Glad you're back.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. Appreciate it for sure. How's things? How's the family?
Everybody's pretty good. Good can be expected. Got some stuff going on, but
Yeah, isn't there always?
there really always is.
Yeah, there really is.
How about you? How's things?
Good for sure. Looking forward to trying to get Alaska going and stuff, and I'm gonna be pretty busy. But appreciate you picking me up, bro. You ready?
Hey, it's my pleasure. It's good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, bro.
All right, so we hit the road.
Yep, let's do it.
Just came down from our neck of the woods up in Washington to Spokane Airport to pick up Bear. I'm really excited about it. It's been a while. He's been down in Texas setting up things, you know, for Raven and the boys. And he's now on his way back, and I'm picking him up here at the hotel, and he's gonna make a little pit stop here in, you know, our part of Washington, and then he's off to Alaska. Definitely looking forward to the new adventures. Anytime you get, you know, brothers and sisters back together, it's always a good time.
appreciate you coming out all this way and getting me. I know you work pretty hard and stuff, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, I'm jumping at the chance to hang out with you, so I have you trapped in a car with me.
Pretty soon you're gonna be screaming at that window.
Look, Ma, no hands.
Yeah. But no, appreciate it, man. So thank you. I know
Of
pretty
course,
much
bro.
there now.
You do the same for me. Yeah, we're only like 40 minutes out now.
Okay, awesome, man. Awesome. Yeah, it's been a long travel time, so definitely appreciate it.
You had a layover in Seattle and stuff.
Yeah.
Yikes. I'm just glad I wasn't picking you up from Seattle.
Yeah. You almost were.
That's
You almost
kind of a
were.
nightmare.
Well, even just the cab when I was going to Dallas, it was super crowded and stuff like that, and there was like traffic jams, and took a while to even get out of Dallas. But I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I was coming back from Wenatchee the other day, and I was on the road or stuck behind traffic for 2 hours.
Dang.
Yeah, I mean, somebody had a wreck, so it's like
Wenatchee.
understandable, but you know, yeah, 2 hours.
It's crazy. Well, anyway, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, bro.
Appreciate it.
Dude, long trip?
Yeah, it was ridiculously long, but I'm here now. Appreciate you putting me up for a little bit. I'm not going to be inconveniencing you for a long
Dude,
time.
stay as long
It's
as
just
you
gonna be
want.
a little while. I know.
Stay
I
as
know.
long as you want.
But just a little while for sure. I'm headed to Alaska. I got to get it going.
I know.
I'm headed to Alaska.
I know.
Maybe one day you're going to come up there too. We could
Yeah.
all
How
hang
big
out.
of a backpack do you have? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, I don't think it's big enough for those muscles.
Gabe? I was wondering if it's Gabe says, but okay.
Yeah. No, appreciate it, bro.
Dude, my
You
pleasure,
should go
man.
get some rest and you pushing yourself.
You should go get some rest. You've been pushing
yeah,
yourself.
I might rest a little bit.
Let's both rest.
Maybe we should. It was very above and beyond of Gabe to go out of his way on one of his only days off to come pick me up. I mean, for him, it was almost like a 6-hour drive. Gabe, there's something you got to know about Gabe. He would give you the shirt off your back if you needed it. There's nothing he wouldn't give you. He would go out of his way 100% to help out anybody. And he's a good guy. He really is. Gabe is a hard worker, and he will literally just drop everything. He'll try to give you a shirt off his back, even if you don't need it sometimes. No, that's a joke, but he literally would. He would give you his shoes, he would give you the shirt off his back, and he would drop everything to come help. And I really appreciate it, for sure. So I'm actually staying now with Gabe, and I'm going to be basing out of here a little while. But it's just, he's above and beyond. He really is. He's someone that you can always count on to be there. If you need help, you can always count on Gabe. Like I said, he literally dropped everything he was doing on like his only day off, and he drove 6 hours to come pick me up, which is just awesome. And now he's also letting me crash in his house for a little while. He'd let me stay permanent. He literally would, but I'm not going to do that, obviously. I got stuff I need to do. So now that I'm here, I am going to get the car fixed. So the first thing I'm doing while I'm preparing to stack up on all my gear, which I'm still trying to make that Amazon registry. I put a lot of the stuff in the cart, but I'm not exactly sure where the registry thing is, but I'm going to try to make that so that you guys can kind of keep up with everything that I need for my trip. So I'm trying to get a Starlink, which you can't get off Amazon, I don't think. I need a Starlink, I need a small gas-powered generator, and I need enough money for fuel, and I need some supplies. That's about it. That's really everything that I need, and it shouldn't take me too long to get it up, but I'm gonna try to get all that going. But I also need to make sure that my car is in total, working condition. So I'm gonna pop out all of the seats except for the front two. So my plan is popping out all of the seats and emptying it out completely. I'm going to put a small bedroll in the back of it. I'm going to put my generator in there. I'll have my Starlink. I'll have like an ice chest or something like that. And like a box with like some spare food, like some canned goods and things like that. So I'm going up during hunting season. So there should be fish in the stream and there should be plenty of deer to get. Now, obviously, deer hunting, I don't know if you'll know, but in Alaska, deer are pretty tough to hunt, actually. They're not used to seeing people. So they are more on the alert when they hear a noise or they smell a human. They're out of there. But I'm a pretty fair hunter myself, so I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get some. It's been a while since I've hunted, honestly. It's been over 5 years since I've been to Alaska, so it's been 5 years since I've been hunting or fishing, which is crazy. But I'm looking forward to it, so I'm not taking a ton of supplies with me. I'm going to take some canned food. I'm going to take like some ramen noodles and stuff like that. Now, I know that not everybody does, and I definitely wouldn't suggest doing it for anybody else, but I will drink out of the creeks in Alaska. I've drank out of them a lot before. I've never had any problem drinking out of them. Obviously, you want to be cautious doing that. You want to make sure you know what upstream is. But I'm not going to need a supply of water. The Southeast has like a ton of water and stuff like that.
I'll probably bring a few bottles of water just for like the drive and stuff like that. For the most part, I'm going to be using a water jug though, and I will keep that full. But I'm going to first get my car fixed up. So another thing that I need to do is get it tuned up. So if I'm driving all the way to Haines first, and then I'm going to be taking a ferry from Haines down to Ketchikan, and then a smaller inter-island ferry from Ketchikan over to POW. POW has a lot of roads on it and a lot of smaller towns. So I need my car in working order. I don't want it to stop halfway. So I'm going to get a tune-up on my car. I'm going to get it rigged and ready to go like a mobile kind of camping car. But it was above and beyond of Gabe to not only pick me up, but to also let me stay at his place. So this is my vehicle. It is a Chevy Uplander. My next step in my journey is to get it all emptied out and ready to make the run. So it's a pretty good ways I'll be driving, and I'm gonna be using my car kind of as a home base, somewhere I can charge my stuff, and it is a little bit more solid than a tent. Now, once I get to where I'm going, I most likely am going to be pitching a tent out into the woods because I'll have to hike into the area, so I won't be able to take my car, but I'm gonna take it as far as I can. So I'm just gonna get the seats emptied out of it and get it ready to where it can like house my stuff and I can use it as a home base. I'm also gonna look into possibly getting new tires because they're kind of old and worn. I'm gonna be doing a lot of driving. This vehicle is actually fairly new, so I haven't really gotten the chance to clean it up a super great deal. I just did a once over when I first picked it up, but it still has a bit of a mess in it. It's like the carpet was a little stained and stuff like that, which, you know, a couple stains and stuff like that doesn't really matter, but I'm just getting it all cleaned up and getting it ready to home base out of. So what I'm planning on doing is essentially turning the back into like a bedroom. So I'm gonna put a small bed here. I'm actually gonna go ahead and pop these other seats out. Pretty sure they pop out too. I might have to go underneath and unscrew those, so I'm not positive. But right now I'm just trying to get the back cleaned out, and I'm gonna put like a small bed here. I'll have like an ice chest and things like that, and I need space basically for my bed, for some supplies, for my Starlink, and for a generator. And that's what I'm doing right now, just getting it cleaned out and getting it turned into a kind of like a camper. All right, so I'm attempting to remove this seat, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to like unscrew bolts and even go underneath the car or not. We had to do that one time on an old school bus we converted, but I'm not positive exactly. It does look like it has a little... No, no, wait. Oh wait, maybe I should, okay. Lower it down. Oh wait, I think I got it. I got it, okay. So they just pop right off too. Awesome, awesome. All right, so I'm gonna take out all the seats, guys. And because I'm flying solo, so I don't need any extra seating or anything. So I'm taking all the seats out. Awesome, I got that thing out. I thought I was gonna have to like unbolt it or just leave it. Perfect. All right, so I've gotten all of the seats removed. And it's totally empty in there. The next thing that I need to do is to get like some blankets, some bedding, some stuff to like block the windows with. So the perfect place to do stuff like that is a thrift store. Thrift stores always have awesome stuff. There's all sorts of little trinkets and just useful things and just cool things. I've always loved shopping at a thrift store, and there's actually one nearby. So my next stop is a thrift store. All right, so I'm at the thrift store. What I am actually looking for is blankets and curtains and stuff like that at the moment. Might grab a few throw pillows, we'll see. But thrift stores are the perfect place to find whatever you need. Okay, so I think that I got everything that I need. Thrift stores are always awesome. So I got a bunch of big fluffy style blankets that I can use for like bedding and padding, and then I get some stuff that I can use for like curtains and things. So I'm gonna take this and then I'm gonna fix my vehicle, and I might even come back to the thrift store and see if I can find some more stuff. Good place here, it's nice.
Forever changing.
Yeah, that's more of a thrift store, eh?
Right. 1511 is going to be the grand total.
Toss these back in here.
No, here it is.
Yeah, it's tack doesn't work. It's seen better days. Tried sticking it in.
Yeah.
I really need to get a new car. I'm a little rough on this.
Alright.
Did it work? Awesome. Perfect.
Yeah, there we go. And that for you.
All right, thank you very much. You have a good one.
You as well.
You'll be seeing me around. I guarantee I'll be back.
All right, we'll be here.
See ya.
Bye. Hello. Did you notice the pantry actually lowered the price? Something 49 cents.
I'm back at Gabe's. The next thing that I need to do is take all the blankets and stuff that I got and make myself a bit of a bed back here. I'm gonna work on the rest of the stuff after that, but I figure it's better to get the stuff that I need, do it one step at a time, get the other things that I need, do it one step at a time. It's like the old family motto, one wave at a time. So that's what I'm doing now. So I don't need a ton of sleeping room, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and lay the blankets and stuff back here, covering a pretty good majority of the back, almost like a carpet slash a bed. So I'm just taking these blankets that I have and I'm gonna lay them across the back. I'm gonna be sleeping over here on this side, and then I have other space to where I can put everything else that I need. So I now have a place to lay my head. I still have a little bit more work that I'll need to do to get it a little bit more homey. Like I still need to get the curtains up. I'm not going to be able to use tacks on the top because it's got like a lot of hard plastic around it. So I'm going to look to see if I can find some kind of like sticky tape or something like that. Because when I'm bedding down for the night, I want it to be like a cave or a coffin, and I want it as sealed in from everything as possible. So I'm actually going to be making a trip pretty soon to Walmart to stack up on supplies. Walmart is always a good place. It has a lot of stuff in it. We're in like a smaller area around here, so there's not a ton of big stores, so I got to make a little bit of a drive to make it to Walmart, and then I'm going to stock up on some of the stuff that I need. This trip is getting really, really close, guys. Really close. We're almost there. So tonight is the first night that I'm officially going to be staying in my car. I'm going to be taking off for Alaska pretty soon, but I still got a week or so. Just going to enjoy a little bit of dinner. I got some Campbell's chunky, old-fashioned vegetable beef. I'm not bothering on heating it up or anything right now. I'm just going to eat it right out of the can. So it's actually been a pretty long day. Gotten quite a bit done though, quite a bit done. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. In the morning, I'm probably gonna tackle Walmart and stock up on supplies. There's a couple things besides just raw supplies I need to. I'm gonna get a couple like totes, and I'm gonna put them in here, so I'll have just all my stuff organized and everything that I need. And this old minivan is more than enough room for me. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Alaska, here I come. Okay guys, I'm about 1 week out. I just got my generator in, so it's still in its box. I'm gonna open this thing up and get it ready to make the trip. All right, I'm gonna take a moment to read up on it to see exactly what I'm supposed to do to get it going. This generator is actually really important for my trip because without it, I don't have any power. So I need it so that I can charge my phone and my stuff, but I also need it so that I can power a Starlink. There's lots of areas, especially in Alaska, where there is no cell service whatsoever. So that's why I have a Starlink and a generator, is so I can make my own cell service. I'm a few days away from heading to Alaska. I just have to stock up on a couple supplies, so I'm headed to Walmart right now. I'm gonna be getting some food and some clear totes and things like that I need to store stuff. The food I'm getting here because I'm gonna stock up on it because it's a lot cheaper here. The further into Alaska I get and the deeper into Alaska I get, the more expensive food gets and the harder it is to find certain supplies. I know exactly what to expect, but I have a feeling things are gonna be a lot more expensive than they were when I was last there because it's been so long. So that's what I'm doing now. pretty close to Walmart now. I'm only about 20 minutes away. Just made it to Walmart. Time to stock up on some supplies. Okay, so I just got most of the stuff that I need. I'm at the check stand right now, about to check out. I got a bunch of like smaller like food packages and stuff like that, and like these type of almost TV dinners. They don't require refrigeration, so they're actually pretty handy. I also got some large totes and stuff, but I'm gonna check out now. Whew, not my favorite thing to do, checking out. I'm terrible at it. I'm at a self-checkout, so you know, I'll get it going. So I've almost completely lost all the light, but it's well worth it. I got a lot of stuff that's gonna really help me out on this trip. So I was going to show y'all some of the supplies that I got. I'm hoping to be able to do a lot of hunting and fishing when I'm up there, and that be my main source of food, but it's always best to be prepared. It's even the Boy Scout motto. So this is what I got food-wise. I've got some ramen noodles. It's a case of just straight-up beef ramen noodles. They're always a classic. I love them. Delicious. Then I got these things. These are like TV dinners, but they don't have to be refrigerated, and since I don't have any way to, you know, keep things cool, it's perfect. So I got quite a few of these. They come in a variety of flavors as well. But my favorite that I've had is the turkey and dressing. Kind of reminds me of Christmas. And I just got quite a few of those. I also got a couple like canned foods. So I got canned asparagus, which actually isn't bad. Actually, asparagus is pretty good. So I got some canned asparagus. Whole corn, classic, you know, it's good for you. I also got some Spam. Spam is kind of expensive these days. It didn't used to be that expensive, but it also comes in multiple flavors that it didn't used to have. So we've got barbecue, jalapeno, and then I also got some good old black-eyed peas. So this is a small thing of them. I could not find a big one. Black-eyed peas are actually a classic. Classic growing up, classic in Alaska, actually. But I think black-eyed peas are enjoyed pretty much everywhere. Also, though, I did want to get a bigger supply of beans, and as I mentioned, I couldn't find them in black-eyed peas, so I got some pinto beans. You never know when you're going to be stranded somewhere, especially when you're dealing with Alaska. I'm not exactly sure how far I'm going to end up going in, but I intend to go pretty good ways, so I thought that I would be as prepared as possible. So I've got a thing of pinto beans. That thing, that could last me like probably 3 months or more. I don't need a ton, but obviously you'd have to cook them, you know, in a smaller package. And then I also got some rice. Just a small thing of rice. You know, rice and beans is really a classic on top of all the other type stuff that I have. I got like a case of regular like cup noodles. This is the half case, but I also got a big case as well, because, you know, they're just handy to have. Now, if I ate one of these a day, you know, that's 12 days. And I'm just getting it all stacked up and ready to go. That's some of the supplies that I got that I'm going to be taking with me on my trip. I think I'm going to call it a night tonight, and I am going to get on everything bright and early. Hey man, so I just wanted to talk to you about my plan, exactly what I'm doing.
All right.
I know you've been pretty busy with your podcasts and everything.
I'm busy with so many things,
Yeah.
trying to put all the books together and do podcasts and all
that's
the
right, you're
different
doing the
stuff, and
books
then
and
working on these crazy odd
It'd
jobs.
be awesome to get Dad's books out there, honestly.
I have so many of them just about ready to go. Like,
That's good,
working
that's
really
good.
hard. I know
Classic.
you've been working hard to get your trip ready to go. Like,
Yes.
you put in a lot of work into your ride,
Mhm.
into getting all the things that you need, and putting everything together. And you have already scouted out like the area you're going to.
Yeah, I know the area. It's actually Prince of Wales Island, so you know they're very well.
I thought that's where you had said that it was.
Yeah, it's near Klawock,
Okay.
So I'm actually leaving tomorrow. I'm going to be leaving, so that's what I want to talk to you real quick. I just want to run my plan through with you because I know
Go for it, man. Go for it.
you know, captain safety and all that. So, so my plan is I'm going to take off tomorrow early, and I can go through Canada. So I'm going to be driving through Canada. It's about 1,500 miles. I'm going to be going to Haines, and I'm going to be briefly meeting with Noah, who's still there. So we're going to chat a little bit. We might even go out to the old house site in Mosquito Lake and take a look at it. It was all bulldozed.
I was going to ask if you were going to spend any time in the area, or if you're just going there to meet with Noah and then leaving immediately, or are you going to like do some sightseeing and check out the old stomping ground?
Yeah, I'm going to try to see Mosquito Lake where the old house was. I'll probably go to Hauser's, walk up those stairs. I was a kid last time I walked up those stairs.
Right.
Literally. So I figured...
I was a teenager, so you were pretty young.
I think I was 13 or something. So I wanted to do that. So I'm going to spend a little time there with Noah, and then it depends on how quickly I can get the ferry that I probably should have already booked, but I don't think a lot of people are going to be headed there in the winter.
This time of year, I think you're going to probably be fine with securing a spot on the ferry.
I was hoping so. That's what I was thinking. If not, I'll wait it out. But yeah, I just wanted to see you before I left and let you know that my plan. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm scouting property. I'm just looking for property.
How many properties? How many properties are you looking at in that area?
Okay, so that's the thing. So I've got 3 properties I'm looking at.
Are they all near Klawock?
They're close. They're all in Prince of Wales. One is much further away that I'm probably not going to have the time to check out. So it requires a skiff. It's across the ocean. It's across from Kaufman Cove.
Oh, really?
It's actually one of the better ones, but across the ocean. Yes, well, and that's another reason. Like the Klawock one is across. You remember the lake, the old lake in Klawock?
Of course.
Yeah, it's like across from it, so it's really near to that area,
nice.
which would be cool. Yeah. But the realtor guy said that you'd have to take like a rowboat across the lake, and you'd have to
Okay, so it's
from
not.
the road.
You
No,
just
that
go
one's
across
accessible.
the lake.
Yes, so that one's really accessible.
There's just no road that connects the road system to that property.
Exactly.
You gotta get. Well, that actually could be kind of cool.
It could be.
If it's a spot across that side of the lake.
One problem is I'm like, if I'm on the water, I'd kind of like to be on the ocean. But the lake thing is kind of cool. Remember old Sweetwater Cabin?
Yes.
Originally, I was actually planning on swinging by there, but I don't think I'm going to have time to. Like,
beautiful sunsets.
Oh, yes. Beautiful.
Gorgeous sunsets.
It's true. Well, and one thing I'm thinking, so, I mean, Prince of Wales Island, Klawock, and those places are definitely in the bush. They're a community, but they're in the bush. And one thing I was thinking...
Not quite as crazy as some of the places we've been. Not as Lost World. It's definitely the bush.
Exactly, but that's one thing that I was thinking about is, you know, because one of the main reasons I want to do it, aside from having a place, is so that I can take my boys, you know, so they can experience a little bit of a life.
Like Noah with his island, and wanting to have somewhere that you can take them so they get those experiences we grew up with. Even if it's not as extreme as the way we were raised, but they can get like the idea of it and have those experiences with the fishing and the smell and the sunsets and
maybe even
seeing the bears and the eagles.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm going for. So that's why I'm thinking the one that walk across the lake. It's not going to be bad because then I don't have to take the kiddos across an ocean, you know, like on a boat or something like that. So that's what I was thinking. But I just wanted to see it before I take off and let you know what was my plan and wondering if
I wanted to see you before you leave too. We've both been super busy with everything. So
yeah, been going back and stuff.
I mean, we're all still as together as we've ever been, but we're just a little more spread out.
Exactly.
And everybody's got a lot going on, and I know you've got a lot going on with everything.
Yeah.
And you've been gearing up for this trip for a while.
I know
how much it means to you. You've talked about Alaska since we left Alaska.
Yes, Alaska's always my favorite. Well, originally Gabe was actually going to be coming with me, and we were going to do it in October.
Right.
But then he had the unexpected pregnancy and everything, so it kind of touched you back. But I still got to do it.
You're prepared with everything.
Yep, I got everything.
Supplies with
I got
food,
plenty of supplies. Now I'm planning on doing some hunting and fishing. Yep, I got all that stuff. I got my 308 with me.
And now Prince of Wales is not Chichikov Island, but it's not anything to sneeze at. You still do want to. I am going to be big brother you for a minute here. Because do not underestimate what's out there. Don't underestimate the animals that are there. Don't underestimate the weather that is there. Don't underestimate a lake.
No, it's for sure. I know it's dangerous. I know I'm going without a dog. I'm going without a family. I'm going by myself, and I do know it's dangerous where I'm going.
And all of us are used to having other people watch our back.
That's one thing I stress to Noah.
You don't have that right now.
No,
that's the talking to I gave Noah before he left. So just remember. Like you're not only alone in that scenario, you're very far away from anyone that could. Like it would take me a while to get there.
Appreciate it, man. I'm taking off, so
Of course.
All right.
All right.
More,
All
bro.
right. Be safe out there.
Yeah, I definitely will, man.
And find a good piece of property.
That's the main thing. That's the main thing.
All right, bro.
man. I'll see you.
All right.
More.
More, man.
More.
More, dude.
More, man. What's going on? Well, I'm taking off, man. I know I ended up pushing it a little bit, but I'm leaving in about 15 or so
15 minutes?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave right now. I'm racing winter already. I really appreciate yours and Raquel's
Hospitality?
Hospitality, yeah,
Yeah.
I really do.
Well, it's been really nice
I almost said
having you here.
hostility, but
Hostility.
that would not be the right word. Yeah.
No, it's been really good having you here.
No, I appreciate it. You're doing really good. Super proud of you too, man, with everything
Oh,
you're
dude,
doing.
thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So you're doing well, but yeah, I'm
It's
doing
hard.
this- Yeah,
It's
yeah.
hard.
You gotta come with me next time, okay? I'm hoping to have a
Yes.
piece of property, so next time I go, you
That
know,
would be awesome.
you gotta come. But no, I appreciate it. You know, I'm just taking off, and you know, as you know, I'm just gonna drive through Canada. I'll get to Haynes, gonna meet up with Noah for a few
I was
days.
gonna ask, like, what is the plan? Like,
Uh,
run me
basic-
through it.
Yeah, so basically I'm just driving through Canada. It'll take me 3-4 days, depending on how long I drive, maybe less if I bust it. I'm gonna meet up with Noah. We're gonna actually go back to the old house site in Mosquito Lake.
Wow.
If we have time, we're gonna kick through some of that stuff, and be the first time I've walked up the steps in Hauser's since I was a kid, technically. I think I was like 13 or 14 last time we were there. And then I'm taking the ferry, hopefully. So I haven't booked it yet. And Noah's like, you haven't booked it yet? I'm like, I didn't know exactly when I was leaving, so no, I haven't booked it yet.
That was
It's-
the first thing that caught him was the ferry.
Now
yeah.
he's been there in the summer. It's technically winter starting now, so I'm
Yeah.
hoping I'll be able to get lucky on the ferry ride. So then I'm just taking the ferry to Ketchikan. From Ketchikan, I'm going over to Prince of Wales. That's where the first property I'm looking at is.
Okay, on Prince of Wales, huh?
Yep, on Prince of Wales, so it should be good,
North
man.
end, south end?
It's near Klawock.
Near Kawak,
Yeah,
kind of central.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm taking off now, man. I just
Dang.
appreciate it. So I'm leaving now. Yeah, I gotta go now.
It's
with
been
the race
really
of
good.
life.
I know, and you postponed your trip to help out, and
Yeah.
I get it.
No, congratulations on the kiddo as well. That's
Thank
awesome.
you. Yeah. Anything I can do to help? You need help packing or
No, just take care of that
fixing
family,
anything up?
man.
All right, bro.
All right, man. I gotta go.
All right, bro.
More,
Be
man.
careful out there.
Yep, I'll be careful-ish.
Love you, man.
More, man. Love you. I'm officially on the road. I'm headed to the border right now. Not sure how long it will take me to get across, but I'm near positive that I have everything that I need. I just stick on this road. It actually takes me all the way to Alaska, but it's a really, really long drive. I'm not sure how they feel about filming going by, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off, but I will let y'all guys know when I get to the other side. So I've been driving for a few hours. It's about to get dark in about 30 minutes, so I figured that I would go ahead and stop here. I found a pull-off spot, and I'm not going to make a camp or anything, but I am going to set my generator out and stuff, get something to eat, try to go to bed early, and I'm going to wake up tomorrow and hit the road for a little bit longer. But I made it all the way to Canada, and I'm pretty excited to see Alaska. Oh, man. Oh, whew. Oh. A generator really makes a huge difference, especially being out here where I am, because I don't have much cell service and I need to be able to charge all my stuff. Both my phones are almost completely out of battery. And yeah, I bounce between 2 different phones. One has cell service, one doesn't. But out here, I barely have any service at all. It's at like 1 bar. So I'm probably gonna hook up my Starlink too, and mainly just getting my stuff charged, and then I'm gonna get something to eat and relax a little bit. So I've gotten most of my stuff charged, and I'm just about to hit it. I've still got a pretty long road ahead of me, but I'm really glad to be into Canada and on my way to Alaska. This thing is actually really handy. It can be charged by the sun if you have like a solar panel, or you can just plug it in to a generator to charge it. It lasts a pretty good while. It has a radio. I've actually had it for about 5 or more years. I used to use it on mountain when I didn't have any power. But it's definitely handy. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night though. I got my camp all packed up, and I'm ready to hit the road. I'm off. It's been a long road, and I've still got a little bit further to go, but I'm getting really close. It's been nice to see a lot of sights that you wouldn't normally see. As I mentioned, it's the first time I've ever been to Canada. It's very beautiful. It's really starting to look a lot like Alaska now. So I've still got about 700 miles to go, and I'll be in Haines. I'm supposed to stick on this road for like 340 miles. It's about to get dark, so I've stopped here for the night. I am going to have to hook up my Starlink and my generator, so that's what I'm doing right now. This is actually a surge protector that Dad used back on mountain when we were running that big generator. This is the one that Dad used, plugged in next to his bed in the trailer, and ended up bringing it with me. All right, I got my generator on, I got my Starlink hooked up, I'm charging everything. So I was just settling in for dinner. On today's menu, I have a little bit of chicken and rice. So most of the time you like microwave these, but they're actually pretty good cold, so I've just been eating them cold. So chicken and rice. is also a classic. Got myself some salt and pepper to go with it as well. So a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper, and dinner is served. I cannot wait to be sitting around a campfire. Pour this into one of my skillets, give that thing a little bit of a saute over an open fire, make it a lot better. Or better yet, pull some salmon out of the stream and cook those babies up instead. Now that is really going to be delicious. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night now and gonna hit the road bright and early tomorrow. I've been on the road for about 3 hours. I'm approximately 400 miles outside of Haines, so I should be getting there later today or possibly very early tomorrow. Noah is eagerly awaiting my arrival, and it's going to be really good to see him. Well, that's enough sightseeing for now. It's time for me to get back on the road. I am just about to pass the border. As soon as I get past it, I will officially be in Alaska. I just crossed the border back in the United States. I'm officially in Alaska. It is the first time that I've been in Alaska in over 5 years. I've got a nice old creek behind me. Oh, it smells wonderful. It is great to be back. So I'm going to be rendezvousing with Noah now, who is also currently in Haines. But remember, Haines is just my first stop. I'm actually going all the way to Prince of Wales Island. So I just met up with Noah. It's really awesome getting to see him. It has been a while. He's smiling from ear to ear. He's really loving it up here. And he's actually been staying on a piece of properties where some friends of him have let him stay. And they said that I'm good to stay here for a little while as well. So that definitely helps out. The next thing that I need to do is call the ferry to try to book my ticket. So the ferry doesn't run a ton, and it's normally pretty packed. I would have booked it earlier, but I didn't know exactly when I was going to be here, so I wasn't able to. But now I've got my fingers crossed, hoping that I'm going to be able to get over to Prince of Wales Island in the next couple days. I'm just going to give him a call right now, and hopefully it will be the case. Hello, my name is Solomon Brown, and I was wondering if I could book a ferry ticket from Haines to Ketchikan and when your soonest departure was. I have a vehicle. It is a Chevy Uplander. It is about 18 feet. Okay, thank you. The 28th? Okay. That is with my vehicle? All right, and that's the soonest? Okay, I'll take it. 28th it is. Okay. All right, let me get my credit card. Okay, just let me know when you're ready for it. Okay, I really appreciate it. I will be there bright and early at 4 a.m. on the 28th of October. Thank you very much. You have a good one. Bye-bye. Well, that's not exactly the news that I was hoping for. So the ferry is totally booked up until the 28th. If I was a walk-on, I could get out on the 15th, but I've got to have my vehicle. Lots of roads on Prince of Wales Island, and it's got all my gear in it. So it's going to be about 20 days before I can take off to Prince of Wales Island, which is longer than I was intending to stay here. But there's an old saying about beggars, choosers, winners, and losers. So I'm just going to use this time to kind of slow down a little bit, get my gear in a little bit more order. I've got some boots I need to polish and get laces for. I also happen to know that there are fish in the stream here in Haines, though there's no deer. Haines definitely has fish. So I'm going to see about getting my out-of-state fishing license and seeing if I can't at least catch a few fish, roast them on an open fire while I wait. But yeah, it's not exactly the news that I was hoping for, but it could be worse. They could have said I can't get out till November 15th. I just came out to have a little bit of a chat with Noah. We did discuss our plan the other day, but he's going to be taking off real soon. So I figured I'd sit down and chat with him just a little bit more. Hey man, I was wondering if you wanted to chat for a second.
Yeah, of course.
Let's do it. Whew, well, it's definitely nice being back in Alaska. It's been good seeing you.
I know, right?
No, it is for sure. No, I know we sat down and we chatted over pretty much the whole plan yesterday, but I know you're taking off soon, and it's going to be a while before I get to see you. Are you still taking off Monday?
I'm early next week is how I'm
Early
going to
next
phrase
week.
it because
Okay.
I'm trying to get so much done and
Okay.
everything. And
Okay, so early next week, got you. So
there's
not
still some stuff I want to do here before I leave. I'm like, I might push it a day or so.
Well, if we had time, it'd be cool to like go out to the old sites, maybe walk down the harbor. But I know you've already pushed your trip back so long, you've got to get back to Washington.
Well, we could just take a day and just, like you and I just go around and check everything out and like do some stuff because I think that'd be cool.
It would be. If we've got the time, it definitely would be. It's really helped me out having this area to stop in, so I appreciate that. I appreciate the people here letting me stay. Super nice, above and beyond.
Great community, great people. It was one of the main things that I wanted to stay in order to be able to introduce you to everyone.
Right.
Because like they're really good people here.
Yeah, Alaskans. No, I appreciate it for sure. For the most part, you know, everywhere I've been, everyone is actually good people, which is good to see. It really is. I'm hoping that you'll be able to come through and get me somewhere to park my car in Prince of Wales Island, because that's going to save me a lot of trouble.
Yes, so I need to introduce you to Kevin. He's the one that has the contacts over in Prince of Wales. Because my plan originally was to store my truck on Prince of Wales while I went out to the island and take it back and then reverse the trip. But if you need to store it all winter, it might be a little bit trickier.
2 or 3 months if possible. Winter would be golden, but I'm planning on coming up again pretty soon. It depends on the property, but it'd save me a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of hassle if I could just leave my vehicle in POW, because then I don't have to make the drive back right now. I'll have to get new tires, chains, and everything to make that drive back. The Uplander is not made to drive in the snow. Obviously, with the right tires, it could do it, but it'd also take a little bit longer, and then I got to ferry all the way back. So I'd be lucky to be to Florida on Christmas. So if I could find somewhere to park it, it would be helpful. And, you know, as I mentioned, mentioned I'm willing to like barter or even pay if that is, you know. But I know with most people in Alaska, especially in that area, it's really just if they can store it or not.
Exactly, and sometimes you'll offend people if you offer to pay.
No, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
I don't have any fish right now.
Yeah. So the lake by the house you were looking at in Klawak, does it freeze?
It's the Klawak Lake, so it'll
Okay.
freeze a little bit. It's the same lake that was outside the big house we did. It is the Klawak Lake.
Oh,
no,
okay.
Yes, it literally is the Klawak
The
Lake.
one across from the Wells house.
Yep, so it gets a little bit icy sometimes.
So it doesn't freeze solid.
No, it won't.
Not
freeze
like
solid.
Sweetwater.
No, too big too. But I just wanted to chat with you a little bit because I didn't know how long it's gonna be before we get to see each other again. And I appreciate all your help, man.
Of course, dude. Yeah.
All right. I'll let you get back to it. If you still need help getting that boat down, if you're still leaving it, just give me a holler and I can give you a hand.
Okay, I was actually about to go move my truck so I could do that. So
all right.
I'll
just give me a holler for sure, man. Sounds good. More. Appreciate your help, man.
Glad you're back.
Yep, it's nice being back. Noah is going to be taking off real soon. We've decided to make a trip out to Mosquito Lake to look at the old property that we used to live on. In Haines, we lived here for almost 10 years, which is longer than we ever stayed in one area my entire life. But we're going to go out and check out the old property with the permission of the people that own it, of course. So this is the old road out Mosquito Lake. We used to live at the very end of this road about 2 miles up. I've jumped onto the back of Noah's truck Norris, because mine will not make it up this rough of a road, especially not with the tires that it has currently. It's pretty awesome seeing the old sites. It's literally been like almost 23 or 4 years. It's just outrageous. This is the old piece of property that we used to live on. It's got a lot more junk and stuff than it used to have here, but it's been like 20 years. Also, the old house that we used to live in is actually this old pile of junk right here. So it actually got bulldozed by accident, and I was under the impression until semi-recently that once they bulldozed it, that they just scraped it all away and that it was completely gone, which isn't the case. They just piled it into a corner, which sometimes people do like that in Alaska, to where they have like old like graveyards, basically old graveyards of cars and junk and stuff like that. So it's odd that it's still here, even if it's in one big messy pile. But it originally got bulldozed by accident because the dude running the bulldozer didn't realize he was supposed to hit the house or something, right?
Yeah, he was supposed to clear something around here, and I guess he just hit the house, and I have no clue what the full story is, but I know that it was told it was an accident.
Right, because we were actually going to come up and like get everything emptied out of it and everything, but when we heard it was bulldozed, obviously, we figured that was the end of it. Right, son? There are lots of bear in this area because no one really like lives in this specific spot, and Haines has a lot of bear. Anyway, guys, we're gonna dig through this a little, see if we can find anything, and then get out of here. But it's been really good being back here with Noah in Haines, in the old area that we used to stay at, and I can't believe that this stuff is still here. This has been a total blast from the past. This area right here, this creek that I'm walking over, has been there the entire time we were here. It has apparently never stopped running, and we used to actually get water right up there. Was the best dipping spot, is where we'd come to get water in the winter and stuff. We've played in this creek. It used to be a little bit more rapid, but we played in this creek, swam in it, bathed in it, set little boats down it, racing. Wow, talk about the memories. Well, time to get back. All right, we're headed back now. Noah is actually taking off, so he's gonna be headed back down to Washington. Those things can whip you right in the face, but it's been a long time since I've been hit. Man, it's crazy. It's been really good getting to see Haines and the old sites and, you know, old stomping grounds where we used to play and hang out when we were kids. I mean, this very road was literally put in by Dad and a friend of the family, Delbert, a logging buddy. He was more like a granddad to us kids. I don't believe it. This is like walking down memory lane, guys. So this is a old school on the other side of Mosquito Lake, really close to the entrance to our old property. We actually used to come down when we were just kids to this playground and run all across it, use that big slide. I've gone down that slide a million times over there. It's just crazy. It's like walking through memory lane.
It is. This is outrageous, right?
It is. It really is. It's crazy. But yeah, this is the old playground we used to play at. We were literally like, you know, like kids, completely kids. It's crazy. It's looks like the school itself has totally been upkept, and everything looks like identical. It's crazy how identical it actually looks out here.
Yeah, it's something, isn't it, man?
It really is. Well, I guess it's that time, man. You're headed to Washington, right?
I am. I'm headed back.
Okay, it's been really good seeing you, bro. I appreciate all your help here. You drive safe, okay?
Always.
Yeah, just don't speed. I know you don't, but there's like just a lot of road with nobody on it.
Very safe. I'm
Yeah.
a very safe driver. I never break any of the traffic laws.
I know.
Speed.
I know you don't.
I don't think my truck could break the speed limit if it tried.
It might not could actually. But she can go up anything, so that's nice.
True. You don't doubt truck Norris.
No, truck Norris is really, it's really a tough one for sure.
Yeah.
More,
Alright.
man.
More.
It's been good seeing you, bro. Drive safe, seriously.
I'm glad you made it.
Thanks, bro.
I'll let you know when I get to Washington.
Yep, definitely do. All right. More, bro.
More, dude.
More. So Noah is officially on his way back to Washington. Knowing him, he's probably going to be there in a couple days. Not because he drives fast, but because he drives steady. So they were letting him stay in an old bus that's parked out here, and the owner of the property that is now letting me stay here has said that I can also stay in that bus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to base slightly out of the bus, but still be sleeping, and my main home base will still be my minivan. But I am going to use the bus to stretch my legs, get my rifles out, get them cleaned up, and get my old boots polished. I'm about to call it a night, but it was really good seeing Noah, and I'm a little bit sad to see him